Okay, I hope you can hear me.
Duyabiliyoruz, evet.
If you like, I can start my speech. I will try to show some slides if I can manage to. I think you cannot hear me clearly. How is it now? Can you hear me now?
Yep.
Okay, great. Yes, I'm Hakan Birhan. I'm responsible for investment banking and finance in Garanti BBVA. I'm doing mainly project finance in our discipline. And yes, I'm doing it for more than 15 years. And I'm proud that I did mostly renewable energy. And for the last 5 years, we mostly concentrated on solar projects. So thank you to GÜYAD for this organization, so that we can, talk more about the green, more about sustainability and solar energy. Solar energy and sustainability, they are hand in hand together. They are really our first priority, I can tell you. And while doing our part of it, of course, we are checking the market.
We cannot see your slide. Did you share your screen?
I will start to share now. I will try again, actually. Unfortunately, it's not showing, I guess. One moment. Can you see it now?
No.
Okay. Exciting about the techniques of this software is not working that good on my computer. I think that's the reason. But no worries. I mean, still I can. I will just walk through that slide. I will tell you the numbers and the things which I try to see. But later I can share my slides. Okay. So my point here is I was talking about solar, and our part in this game is important. We know as banks, as lenders to these projects. Generally, for the last 5 to 10 years, we always participated like 70 or 80% finance of these projects. Whenever you make a project, let's say it's $100, $80 or 80 liras has been provided by the bank. So we are an important player. And in our goals, in our strategy, we care about sustainability, and we have to produce whatever we do. It has to be low carbon emission, if possible, zero carbon emission, and solar power plants are the best candidates for it. So when we talk about solar power plants, when we are looking at our country's numbers, in Turkey, it is around 9,000 megawatts. Let's say maybe today it's 10,000 megawatts. We are a very good shining country, Turkey. But let's compare it with Germany, which the sunshine data. I'm sure our technical guys here can say more about it. But hardly I can tell you Germany is like half or maybe 30-40% less than us. But while we are having just 10 gigawatts, in Germany, they have 64 gigawatts in solar power plants. So we are way behind our, I can say, capacity, and we have to reach it. We shouldn't be spending our money on oil or other fossil fuels, but we have to spend our money on the solar power plants. Having said that, knowing that the strategy and our role in it, we put some plans for it for the coming years. Okay, we are 10 gigawatts. I think in order to catch our potential as Turkey, we propose to put around 5,000 megawatts each year. Talking about numbers, when I say 5,000 megawatts, it makes roughly $4 billion. To build 5 gigawatts, we need around $4 billion. So the question as a banker will come to me, do we have money for it? The answer from banking perspective, yes. I mean, banking system has this money, but it is very costly. The first challenge in order to achieve this targets for solar power plants, we need to put the money, but the money has to be economic, or let's say in broader terms, the interest rates are so high, they have to come down. Otherwise, the project itself, whenever you do a project in project finance, we expect that project to pay itself. Whenever you buy a solar power plant, you expect it to generate electricity, so you don't have to pay your bills, the invoices for electricity anymore. But in our case, because the interest rates are so high, it is not possible. That's our problem. So what we suggest here as banks, okay, we have the potential for it, but really we need to get support both from our country, from our central bank or the other regulators, but at the same time, of course, we are searching the support of international finance providers as well. To this point, one moment, I think I have, okay. So what we are doing here is we are searching for all these benefits. This is one item that is stopping us from making enough solar power plants in our country. The other one was about feed-in tariff. Whenever you build a solar power plant, you expect to sell your electricity. So in our country, unlike the other countries, I can say that this one, we had a very, very good feed-in tariff system, which worked till 2020, 2021. And what do we have in feed-in tariffs? Our regulator simply says that if you are a renewable energy company, we will pay the electricity price at a constant, at a fixed price, which is good. The other European countries were doing it as well. But, we were lucky at that point. Those European countries had to change those interest rates on the way. But in our country, we were a late player, so we didn't face those difficulties. But yes, and because of this good system of feed-in tariff, till 2021 we did a lot. But after that, we waited for some time for a new feed-in tariff, because feed-in tariffs has finished around 21. By this year, we again had this new feed-in tariff. It's not as expensive or as high as the previous one, but we are happy that we have this feed-in tariff. So generally, we care about the interest rates. We care about the support from our regulator or our banks, central bank or regulators to support our financing activities. We expect a support from feed-in tariff. And at the same time, as banks, we are following the new technologies or new systems like, electric services companies. And of course, it's a new issue. I know the batteries, the projects which are coupled with the batteries. We are learning about it, and in the near future, I hope we will have the chance to support them as well. So this is from my part. How we look for the solar projects. As I said, it is a top priority. If we do something, we will do first the renewable energies. If you like, I can answer your questions about what we are doing and our perspective in solar power plants.